NCERT 7th Chapter 1 Nutrition in Plant. In Class 6, you learn that food is essential for all living organisms. You also learn that carbohydrate, protein, fats, vitamin, minerals are components of food. These components of food are called nutrients and are necessary for our body. All living organisms require food. Plants can synthesize food for themselves, but animals, including humans, cannot. They get it from plant or animal that eat plant. Thus, humans, animals are directly or indirectly dependent on plant. Bujo want to know how plants prepare their own food. Mode of nutrition in plant. Plants are the only organism that can prepare food for themselves by using water, carbon dioxide, and minerals. The raw materials are present in their surroundings. The nutrients enable living organisms to build their bodies, to grow, to repair damaged parts of their bodies, and provide the energy to carry out life process. Nutrition is the mode of taking food by an organism and its utilizations by the body. The mode of nutrition in which organisms make food themselves from simple substance is called autotrophs. Self-drop nourishment. Nutritions therefore plant are called autotrophs. Animal and most other organisms take in food prepared by plant. They are called heterotrophs. Paheli want to know why our body cannot make food from carbon dioxide, water and mineral like plant do. Now we may ask where the food factories of plant are located, whether food is made in all parts of the plant. Only certain part. How do plant obtain the raw material from the surrounding? How do they transport them to food factories of plant? Photosynthesis, food making a process in plant. Leaves are the food factories of plant, therefore are the raw material must reach the leaf. Waters and minerals present in the soil and absorbed by the root and transported to the leaves. Carbon dioxide from air is taken in. You have seen that buildings are made of bricks. Similarly, the bodies of living organisms are made of tiny unit cells called cells. Cells can be seen only under the microscope. Some organisms are made of only one cell. The cell is enclosed by a tiny outer boundary called a cell membrane. Most cells have distinct centrally located spherical structures called nucleus. The nucleus is surrounded by a jelly-like substance called cytoplasma. Through the tiny pores and present on the surface of leaf, these pores are surrounded by guard cells. Such pores are called stomata. Bojo want to know how water and animal absorbed by root reach the leaves. Water and minerals are transported of the leaves by the vessels which run like pipes throughout the root, the stem, branches and the leaves. They form the continuum path of passage for the nutrients to reach the leaf. They are called vessels. You will learn more about transport of material in plant in chapter 7. Paheli want to know what is so special about the leaves that they can synthesize food but other part of the plant cannot. The leaves have green pigment called chlorophyll. It helps leaves to capture the energy of sunlight. These energy used to synthesize prepare food from carbon dioxide and water. Since the synthesized food occur in the presence of sunlight, it is called photosynthesis. Light synthesis combines. So find that chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide, water are necessary to carry out the process of photosynthesis. It is a unique process on the earth. The solar energy is captured by leaves and stored in the plant in the form of food. The sun is the ultimate source of energy for all living organisms. Can you imagine life on Earth in the absence of photosynthesis? In the absence of photosynthesis, there would not be any food. The survival of almost all living organisms, directly or indirectly, depend upon the food made by the plants. Beside oxygen, which is essential for survival. Beside leaves, photosynthesis also place in the other green part of the plant. In green stem and green branches, the desert plant have scale or spiny like leaves, reduce loss of water by transpirations. These plants have green stem which carry out photosynthesis. Light energy, carbon dioxide, oxygens, chlorophyll in leaf, waters and minerals. During photosynthesis, chlorophyll containing cell or leaves in the presence of sunlight use carbon dioxide water to synthesize carbohydrate. The process can be represented in the equations. Carbon dioxide and water, sunlight, chlorophyll, carbohydrate and oxygens. Chlorophyll guard cells stomata. During the process, oxygen is released. The presence of starch in leaves indicate the occurrence of the photosynthesis. Starch is also carbohydrate. Bojo has observed some plant with deep red, violet and brown leaves. He wants to know whether these leaves also carry out photosynthesis. Take two potted and plant of the same kind. Keep one in the dark in the black boxes for 72 hours and other in sunlight. Perform the iodine test with the leaves of both the plant as you did in class 6. Record your result now. Leave the pot which was earlier kept in the dark in the sunlight for 3 or 4 days and perform the iodine test again on its leaves. Record your observation in your notebook. The leaves other than green also have chlorophyll. The large amount of red, brown and other pigment mask the green color. Photosynthesis take place in these leaves also. Leaves of various color. You often see slimy green patches in pond to expand water bodies. These are generally formed by the growth of organism called algae. Can you guess why algae are green in color? They contain chlorophyll which gives them the green color. Algae can also prepare their own food by photosynthesis. Synthesis of plant food other than carbohydrate. You have just learned that plants synthesize carbohydrate through the process of photosynthesis. The carbohydrates are made of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. These are used to synthesize other components of food such as the protein and fat. But protein are nitrogen substance which contain nitrogen. From where do the plant obtain nitrogen? Recall that nitrogen is present in abundance in gases from the in air. However, plant cannot absorb nitrogen in the form. Soil has certain bacteria that convert gaseous nitrogen into a usable form and release into the soil. These are absorbed by plant along with water. Also, you might have seen farmer adding fertilizer rich in nitrogen to the soil. In this way, the plant fulfill their requirement of the nitrogens along with the other continue. Plant can then synthesize protein and vitamins, other mode of nutrients in the plant. There are some plants which do not have chlorophyll. They cannot synthesize food. How do they survive and from there do they derive nutrition? Like humans and animals, such plants depend on the food produced by the other plant. They use the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Look at the figure 1.2. You see yellow varied branches structures tuning around the stem and branches of tree. This is plant called Castuca admirabile. It does not have chlorophyll. It takes ready-made food from the plant on which it climbing. The plant on the which it climbs is called the host, since deprive the host valuable nutrients. Castuca admirabile on plant whole. Castuca is called a parasite. RV and other animals also a kind of parasite. You should think about it and discuss it with your teachers. Paheli want to know whether mosquito, bedbug, lice and leeches that stuck our blood are also parasite. Have you seen our haired plant that can eat animal? These are few plants which can trap insect and digest them. It is not amazing. Such plant may be the green or some other color. Look at the plant. The pincer like or just like structure is a modified part of leaf. The apex of leaf is form a lid which can open and close the mouth of the pitcher. Inside the pitchers there are hair which are directly downward whether an insect land in the pitcher. The lid closed and trapped insect get encased into the hair. The lid closed and insect is trapped. The insect is digested by the digestive juices get in the pitcher and it is a nutrient are absorbed. Such insect eating plants are called insectivorous plant. It is possible that such plants do not get all the required nutrients from the soil in which they grow. Bojo is confused. If the pitcher plant is green and carries out photosynthesis, then why does it feed on insect? Leaf modify into the pitcher. Saprophytes. You might have seen packet of mushroom sold in the vegetable market. You have also seen fluffy umbrella-like patches growing in moist soil and rotating wood during the rainy seasons. Let us find out what types of nutrients they need to survive and from where they get from. Packet of mushroom and mushroom growing and decayed materials. Bojo want to know how these organisms acquire nutrients. They do not have mouth like animals do. They are not like green plant as they lack chlorophyll and cannot make food by photosynthesis. Take piece of bread and moist it with water. Leave in the moist warm place 2 and 3 days until full patches appear on them. What is the colors of these patches? Observe the patches under a microscope or magnify glasses. Write down your observation in the notebook. You will see cotton like thread spread on the piece of thread. Fungi growing on bread. These organisms are called fungi. They have different mode of nutrition. They absorb the nutrient from the bread. This mode of nutrient in which organism take a nutrients from dead and decayed matter is called saprotrophic nutrition. Such organisms which saprophytic mode of nutrition are called saprophyte. Fungi also grow on pickles, leather, cloth and other articles that are left is not humid weather for long time. During the rainy seasons, they spoil many things. Ask your parent about the mange fungus in your house. The fungus spores are generally present in there when they land on. Paheli is taken to know whether her beautiful shoes, which she wore on special occasions, were spoiled by fungus during the rainy seasons. They want to know how fungus appear suddenly during the rainy seasons. Bojo says once his grandfather told him that his field was spoiled by a fungus. He wanted to know if a fungi causes disease also. Pahele told him that many fungi like yeast, mushroom are useful, but some fungi cause disease in plant, animal, including humans. Some fungi are also used in medicines. Wet and warm things, they germinate and grow. Now can you figure out how we can protect our things from getting spoiled? Some organisms live together and share both shelter and nutrient. This relationship is called symbiosis. For example, certain fungi live inside the root of plant. The plant provides nutrient to the fungus and in return the fungus provides water and certain nutrient. In organism called lichens, a chlorophyll containing partner which is an algae and fungus live together. The fungus provides shelter, water and minerals to the algae and in return the algae prepares and provides food to the fungus. how nutrients are replenished in the soil. Have you seen the farmers spreading manure or fertilizer in the field, or gardener using them in lawn or in the pot? Do you know why this is done? You learn that plants absorb mineral and nutrients from the soil, so their amount in the soil keep on the decline. Fertilizer and manure containing nutrients such as the nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, etc. These nutrients need to be added from time to time, enrich the soil. We can grow the plant and keep them healthy. We can fulfill their nutrient requirement of plant. Usually crop plant absorb a lot of nitrogen and soil become deficient in nitrogen. You learn that through nitrogen gas is available in plenty in the air, plant cannot use in the manner they can use carbon dioxide. They need nitrogen in soluble form. The bacteria is called rhizobium can take atmospheric nitrogen convert into useful form, but rhizobium cannot make its own food. So it often lives in the root of grams, peas, mangoes, and beans and other legumes. Provide the with nitrogen. In return, the plant provide food and shelter to the bacteria. They thus have the symbiotic relationship. The poisons is a great significance for the farmer. They can reduce the use of nitrogenous fertilizer where the leguminous plant are grown. Most of the pulse dal obtained from leguminous plant. In this chapter, you learn that most of the plant are autotrophs. Only few plant are parasitic or saprophytic. They derive nutrition from other organism. All plant are the categorized are heterotropics since they depend on plant and others animals are food. Can we see that insectivorous plant are partial heterotrophs? Autotrophs chlorophyll, heterotrophs host, insectivorous nutrient, nutritions, parasite, photosynthesis, saprotroph, stomata.